Hello beautiful crafty people, Michelle here and welcome to my makery. I've got some finished objects to show you today. I'm surprised at myself, so well done me. I hope everybody is well. It's a beautiful summer day here in New Zealand. The sun is shining directly in my eyes, so that's why I'm squinting. It's not an angry face, it's the sun in my eyes face. But I digress, as I do. Okay, so I found out on Friday, today is Monday, it was, I'm banging the table, sorry, it was a public holiday today, so I didn't have to work. So I have been crocheting most of the day and watching videos. But I found out on Friday that my brother's baby is going to be a girl. So I've been itching to start making things, but I had made myself promise that I would finish some projects first, especially finish off some of my unfinished objects that were just, you know, my UFOs that have been lying around for a couple of years. So I thought I'd better work on some of those. So the first one that I finished is my little Piggy from Whimsical Stitches. I'd made all the pieces, it just didn't have legs attached or eyes. Now I've put the legs on Squiffy, I don't care. It can, well, if I had a bigger hand, my hand is tiny, it can stand up. It can stand up and it's all done. That was made out of spotsaver, which is a 10 ply, like a 4-weight yarn. So that's what that's made out of, and that's from the book Whimsical Stitches, and it was from the Amigurumi World Tour book. The eyes and eyelashes are a bit big because I was too lazy to come upstairs and get my my thinner cotton. I just used some scrap acrylic out of my bag. Okay, and then I left it downstairs. Hang on a second. Right, so I've been downstairs and collected my finished object. Now this one I started 3 years ago, maybe 4, and it's my scrap blanket. I finished it. Now I'm just looking for the stitch marker. Okay, so that's how much I've done. Or was it there? I think that's where I was up to last time I showed it to you. And so I've done that much and I consider it done. And I have turned it the other way around because it was really wide. So that's now the length. And this is the width of it. But I love it. Pretty sure my son Matthew wants it. But so that's that done, all finished. I can take those stitch markers out. I think there's a couple of ends that need to be woven in, but most of it I tried to work over as I went because this is all single crochet. I've learnt my lesson, I'm not doing that again. Which is half the reason it took so long. So that's it done. Yay. And it used up a lot of scraps. I grabbed a small basket and filled it with scraps and used the whole lot. So just to finish it off. So I'm very happy with that. And the next thing I finished was, it was going to be a big blanket. I had originally intended to enter it in the fair thingy, and I showed it in my whips, my UFOs video, and so I finished it off. Now I'd lost the pattern. I don't know what pattern it was. I hadn't written it down. My note taking was terrible. I'm actually getting better at that. I have been writing things down in my notebook. But so it was up to, I just started, I'd put one side of this yellow stripe on. Okay, so it was the centerpiece that was done. So if you recognize the blanket, let me know, because I have no idea what it is. But so I just got to this yellow stripe, and so I've added that. I didn't know what to add, so I just did some double crochet row there, and then double crochet there, and then I did front posts on all of those, then some more double crochets, and then I went into granny stitches, and then I thought, right, I'll just put a little border on. And so the border is just single crochet, chain one, single crochet. And by the time I'd done that a few times, I was like, yeah, nah, done. It's done. I did think I should probably add another row of grey somewhere, and then I thought, oh, maybe I should add, I'm showing you the back side. I thought maybe I should add, yeah, so I did, so it wasn't from, yeah, so that's what I did. I added those ridges and the granny stitches, and then that border, and I'm calling that done. It's, you know, it's a decent enough size. I haven't measured it, but it's baby blanket size, and that's exactly what it'll be going for. It'll be going for my new niece when she gets here. So that's that done. Yay, getting through them. The next thing I finished, I found languishing in a project bag, was a baby cardigan, and it just, the whole body, excuse me, the body piece was done, but it had no ribbing on the front or buttonholes, and it had no sleeves. So I finished it. I mean, it's tiny. It didn't take me long to finish it. So I need to put buttons on. Those are just stitch markers for where I was to put the buttonholes. Oh, I've left the pattern downstairs. I will link the pattern in the description box below, because I do know what the pattern was. Now, you could help me. I was thinking of using these buttons, but now that I see them with the cardigan, they are the wrong colour. But those were the buttons I was thinking of using. But I think I might have some little pink ones I can use. I mean, they do look alright, but it is the wrong colour. Those are the vintage buttons I bought when I was down in Christchurch. But so this little cardi is using, I don't think I added quite enough ribbing down the side, because, yeah, and it's tiny, teeny weeny. And if this baby is anything like any other babies in our family, that's not going to fit. But I think I'd started making this for someone else, so if it doesn't fit, it doesn't matter. I definitely will make a bigger size for the next one, because yeah, we don't do little babies in our family. They're all chonkers. So did I say what that was? It's got hair in it. Do you do that? Do you crochet a little bit of yourself into just about everything? Baby Wonder. It's Baby Wonder from Spotlight. And if you can see, it is like a creamy colour, and it has little spots of pink and orange and lime green and blue. It's very nice yarn. I do have that's more of my hair in there. Oh my goodness. I have to pluck this before I give it to anybody. I do have more colours in this yarn, and it is deliciously soft because it is an acrylic nylon blend, so it is really soft for baby stuff. Really soft. And I used a 4mm hook. Ooh, excuse excuse me. And then, because I did say that I really wanted to make a whale, but I had to finish some things first. So I made a whale, but I decided to make it into a narwhal. And this is made out of, if you saw my whips video, there was a baby dress, but I couldn't remember what hook or anything I was using, so, and it didn't fit my 18-inch doll. So I frogged it, and then I made a narwhal, which is very cute. And this pattern is from the Whimsical Stitches book by Lauren Espy. I've made this pattern before, but I made it in a thicker yarn, and it turned out about this big. Whoop. From tail here to tip, probably about that big, and it was just a whale, not a narwhal. This is apparently a DK yarn. It's a Lion brand Baby Soft. Lion brand Baby Soft. And I have a few more balls of it. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's very thin. But so there's my narwhal. And again, I couldn't be bothered going to get my embroidery stuff, so it's made from scrap yarn and it doesn't look that great, but it's done. What? Another thing that I'm saying is done, because this part of it is done, is a crochet along on Pata's cardigan, and from Litza at Coco's Crochet, and this is the Birthstones cow. And so I decided for my birthstones to make a blanket, and I'm making this blanket that's on the cover here, and it's called Stripy Blankets to Crochet by Haafner Linssen. It's a search press book, and this pattern was the whole reason I bought this book, was because I really liked this pattern. I think it was because I like the colour combo as well, but I've decided, because the pattern has 12 sections, well, it's done in 6 colours and you repeat it twice, so I thought, well, 12, how convenient. There's 12 birthstones. So there's a closer up picture of what the pattern looks like. Yep. And the first stone, of course, is garnet. So this is my section. It's not that big, see? So that's my section. This took me a bit longer than it should have, because the first time I did it, because I've actually done this twice, the first time I did it, I somehow lost 15 stitches between the first row and the last row. I have a special set of skills, because I don't know how I did it. Well, I did. I went back and I looked, and I had read the pattern wrong. But, so I did it again, and somehow I've got extra stitches now. Like I said, a special set of skills. But I'm just going to skip stitches when I add the next one on, because I'm not doing it again. Not doing it again. So that's that done. That's my January done, which is great, because oh my goodness, it is almost February. Are you aware of that? Like 1/12 of the year is almost gone. This year is just going to go just like the last one did. Anyway, next finished object is for another cow. I'm finding my hairs and everything. And it's another cow by Litza at Coco's Crochet, and this is for her Best Dressed 18-inch doll 2025 cow, I think is what it's called. And I made another doll skirt. I've shown a couple that I've already made, but I made another one, and this is just using my scrap yarn. For this one I did the tie with the two together, and I kind of fluffed it out a bit to make it more boho-y kind of. But yeah, I'm just using scraps. And this one turned out a bit bigger, I think. Hang on, I've got another one here. Yeah, because I think the yarn, even though they were both supposed to be a DK, I think that pink one was thicker. The pink one, as far as I'm aware, oh, this one's got cat hairs all over it. The pink one is an Olympus yarn that was left over, and this one I don't know what it is, but this black is really soft, but this is not that soft. But it's only for a doll, so it's okay. So that's another one. I need to take photos of my doll skirts and send them off to Litza to enter in the January portion of her gown. So I think in total I made four doll skirts. Hang on, they're all right here. Let's see. Yep, 4. I made 4, so that's great. Now, that's the end of my finished objects. I do, however, have a couple of whips. Actually, I only have 2 active that I'm working on. I have another one, a doily, but I haven't worked on that. I really want to because I want to show Julie. But, hi Julie. But, yeah, I haven't actually worked on it because I've been cranking out these other things, trying to get these 2 blankets finished so that I could make something else. And then, so I started another blanket, of course. I mean, what would you do when you finished a blanket is you start another one, even though I've got bags of blankets. Anyway, so this one is another scrap project, but this one I am not doing single crochets. This one is my Stashdown Granny Challenge from Fiber Flux, Jennifer at Fiber Flux, and this is what I've done so far. I'm not sure if I showed it to you last time or if I just talked about wanting to do it, but yeah. So that's just using my scrap yarns, 2 held together, and I try and do like one dark, one light, or one bright and one dark each. But I quite like how it looks. So that's that so far. That's one active whip, and the other one I just started today after I finished all this other stuff, which I just finished up that blanket, the baby blanket today, and the cardigan, and I embroidered the eyes today. So I've been busy because that blanket, yeah, it took a while. So the next project I'm making is out of this book, Snuggle and Play Crochet by Carolina Guzman Benitez. Now I've had this book for ages. It's like one of the first crochet amigurumi books I bought myself about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago. And then I looked at it and I was like, no, I can't do that. I mean, I can do the blanket part, but I thought, no, I can't do that. So what I've decided to do is I'm going to make the zebra, but I'm not making a zebra. Does that make sense? So there's the zebra there. But what I'm doing is my zebra is not going to be stripy, and mine's going to have a horn. So yeah, I'm trying to make a unicorn blanket, and I'm making it with the leftover yarn from the baby blanket that I made so that it will coordinate. A lovey. So all I have so far to show you is the head. There's the snout, and there's one ear, and there's the other ear. My son suggested I use this colour, so I think it looks really cute, and because it's probably one of the colours I have the least amount of to do bigger rows in the blanket. So I thought if I do the snout and the ears, and I'll also do the hooves in that colour, and then the blanket will have 2 rows of each of the colours, but this colour I'll probably use at the beginning, so it's under here. Yeah, and then whichever yarn I have the most of will go on the outer reaches of the blanket. Now the head is turning out a lot bigger than I thought, because you know it's a baby lovey and it's quite chunky. It is a 4-weight yarn, and I did use a 4mm hook. Maybe I should have gone down to 3.5. But the pattern book said a 4. So Next time I think I'll go down to a 3.5, but I do like how the head is shaped, how that's working up, and the ears are going to look very cute when I put them on there. I do not have a pattern for a horn, but I'm pretty sure I can wing it. I actually thought there was a unicorn in that book, but there's not. And then I'm just going to make little curly cues to put on the head, and whatever yarn I have left over after I make the blanket. But I will make the blanket first, once I've made the arms, which I will be doing when I'm finished this video and go back downstairs, which is where I've been making today, because it is really hot up here. Yesterday it was up here was 36 degrees because there's no air conditioning upstairs, and that's Celsius. I don't know what that translates to, but to me it's hot. It translates to hot. And it was very still. Today there is a bit of a breeze, and I do have my window open. If you heard a bang before, that was a window banging shut. So there is a breeze, which is nice, but it is still hot up here. It'll still be about 27 degrees. So I want to get back downstairs where the air conditioning is on, and it is much nicer. What else do I have to talk about? I don't know what I was getting at there. I'm just waffling. Oh yeah, I will make the rest of this. Hopefully I might even get it done tonight or tomorrow. At least I'll finish it off at work in my lunch break, which is what I like to do at work. In my lunch break is crochet. Upcoming projects. What do I have? Well, we will be getting a new Birthstone colour, of course, in February, and we will also be getting a new doll clothes pattern in February as well. I will be working on my scrap blanket, but my scrap bins are a lot emptier than they were, which is great. And I will be, of course, making lots of baby things, because, you know, there's a baby coming. I do want to try my hand at a couple of sewing projects. I did buy some fabric a while ago, which was a bit of a coincidence, because on Friday I saw my niece, which is my son's oldest daughter, who's in her 20s, and she had made the baby a little quilt, a little playmat, and using a lot of the same fabrics that I have bought. So whatever I make will coordinate. And look, so I'm thinking of making a quilted barrel, you know, like a toy barrel. That's what I'm thinking of making. I think that would look really good. And then I'm going to fill it with things that I make. And I want to make a little, I've been watching, I discovered, and I don't know how I missed this amazing woman, Gail from Stitchly Doodle. How had I never watched her before? I know I've heard people talk about her, but I had never actually watched her videos. I know Julie has mentioned her a few times, Julie from Case Mum Crochets. I'm pretty sure Cassandra and of course Caroline at For the Love of Crochet have mentioned her before. But I was looking for baby things, and this video popped up of the 10 things she made for a friend's baby shower, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's just exactly what I was looking for. She made this fidget cube baby sensory toy. Her daughter called it a fidget cube, and with different fabrics and tags and stuff all over it, and I want to make one of those. I really want to make one of those. And also the loveys, like she had made quite a few loveys, not for that one, but because I've been binge watching all of her older videos. She has made quite a few out of this book, and so that inspired me to make one. So if you have not seen Gail and met her and Miko before, you need to shoot on over there to Stitchly Doodle. She has made the most beautiful dolls. Like, I've never made a doll. I really want to make a doll. I've got a whole lot of doll books, but I've never made one. And she's really making me want to do it. Making me think maybe I can. because my amigurumi skills are not fantastic. I've predominantly been a blanket maker. Blankets, baby clothes, hats, shawls, that sort of thing. So we'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Watch this space. But I do have a list of things I want to make for baby. I've also been going through my crochet magazines and writing down in a notebook things I want to make from each one, because they've just been sitting up there and they don't get used. And when I want to use a new, like when I want to make something, I just have been going online and I find a tutorial or a free pattern or I buy one. So I thought, I've got these resources I'm not using. So that's something I've been doing, and I'm trying to use my books, which is why using that and the blanket book and Whimsical Stitches. This was a pattern I downloaded and printed. I can't remember if I bought it off Etsy or if it was a free one. I think it was one I bought off Etsy, to be honest. And then I have a couple other works in progress that it's currently in here. It hasn't come out here yet, but I'll share that with you when it gets further along. Alright, cool. I think I'm done here. I haven't ordered any yarn in months. It's really hard. Like, I want to. There's been a sale, and then Spotlight sent me a voucher. You know, if you spend this much, you get this much off for this much free. I was like, oh, I really want to, but I haven't. I do have a full shopping cart, but I haven't pressed checkout. Although, in saying that, I did get an email from Crochet Society, and I wasn't that impressed with my last Crochet Society box, and I haven't really made anything from my boxes, so I'm not renewing my subscription. But I did pre-order the spring box because it looked right up my alley. It had little amigurumis, and it had the confection DK, which I quite like, the yarn. And then I did also order one of their amigurumi boxes that they are selling now with the pattern and stuff, because I wanted to give it a try. So that will be coming at some stage, but I don't know when, because it's coming from way, way, way over the pond in England. And don't ask how much the shipping was. Just about made me change my mind. But I was like, oh, right, special treat for me. Speaking of special treats for me, I do have sitting right here my Crochet Society Advent Calendar, which I haven't opened. So, and I'm thinking of opening it up and putting the yarn away and stuff. So, if you'd like me to share with you what's in there, and we can open the present together, just let me know. I'm also... Nope, it's gone. Disappeared. Okay, well, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to me waffle on and show my finished project. So I just need to choose some buttons for here, so I will show it again when I have put the buttons on. But I do want to do some more squares for my A Year of Granny Squares thing, and I have no idea yet where the amigurumi wheel tool book is and how far away it is from coming to me. So we'll do that when we can, but I am going to make another project from the book. One that I've missed out that's already been done. I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a cupcake. Yeah. Okay. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.